are live, and a very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jamie McGeechan, and welcome to Sounds from Scotland from the American Scottish Foundation. We've got a fantastic programme, a live music today, all the way from Scotland. We've got some great performers for you. We are having a great weekend, and I'm really glad that you can join us. Up first, we're going to have a gentleman. His name is John Condren, a good friend of mine. And I'm so pleased that he's going to join us today. And John comes from Kilmacombe in Scotland. And I'm just going to pass us over to John at the moment. So I hope you're all having a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. And it really is going to be a fantastic experience today. So without much more ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is John Condren.
Good evening. It's been a long time since I saw you, but it's so tough. You're not the woman I knew before, but that's not your fault. Tried to show the world that everything's okay, and then I stay at home and smoke away the day. I just want you to say you love me one more time. I just want you to tell me everything's just fine. I just want you to say you love me. I know you do. And you know, dear mama, I love you too. Doing all I can to make you and the old man proud. Thought that things would be a little better by now, but I still struggle now and then to just get by. I know that I need to just get up each time I cry. I just want you to say you love me one more time. I just want you to tell me everything's just fine. I just want you to say you love me. I know you do. And you know, dear mama, I love you too. I just want you to say you love me one more time. I just want you to tell me everything's just fine. I just want you to say you love me. I know you do. And you know, dear mama, I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. Thank you very, very much. I hope you're all well. There's a song I wrote a couple of years ago. I released it in aid of Alzheimer's Scotland. My wee mama, she got Alzheimer's when she was 54. Sorry if I'm speaking too much in a kind of broad Scottish accent for all you American folks out there. So yeah, if you buy that song, all the money goes to Alzheimer's Scotland, and they do great work. So the next song I'm going to do is on an album I recorded with my good friend, Mr. Christopher James Sheridan. It's called 51 King Street, the album. It's a collection of American folk songs, I guess you could call them. So I'm going to do that. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. What am I to hanging but to lay the grave so long. Poor boy, I've been all around this world, all around Cape Girardeau, parts of Arkansas, all around Cape Girardeau, parts of Arkansas. Got so goddamn hungry, I could hide behind the straw. Poor boy, I've been all around this world. Daddy was a gambler, taught me how to play. Daddy was a gambler, taught me how to play. Son, don't you go begging for you to hold that ace of spades. Poor boy, I've been all around this world. Went upon the mountain, here I made my stand. Went upon the mountain, there I made my stand. Rifle on my shoulder and a whiskey in my hand. Poor boy, I've been all around this world. Put the rope around me, hung me up so high. Put the rope around me, hung me up so high. Last words I heard him say, oh boy, you're about to die. God knows I've been all around this world, all around this world. Thank you very much. Thanks to Jamie for having me on and let me play, and he played me on he played my song on the last edition of the podcast, I think, as well. So he's a good lad there, Jamie. He's missed over here in these shores. Alrighty. There's another song off of that album. It's called John Henry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. John Henry, when he was a baby, sat down on his daddy's knee. He picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel and cried, "Hammer's gonna be the death for me, Lord, Lord. Hammer's gonna be the death for me." The captain, he told John Henry, "I'm gonna bring my steam trail around. I'm gonna bring that steam drill out on the job. I'm gonna whoop that steel on down, Lord, Lord. Whoop that steel on down." John Henry told the captain, "You can't bring your steam trail around, but before weird, this, isn't it? Like playing and no reaction. And usually the four people who are there to see me kind of wave and clap. Oh, thanks. I can see you clapping. Alrighty. Alright, this is another one of mine. It's coming out probably next month. This is the censored version. So if I slip in a swear word, it is by accident. I'm really sorry. 50p, I rode a bike around Peru. I climbed a mountain in Nepal. What about you for a beer in New York City? Well, that's not true, but it's all the same to you. You didn't know I sold a script to Tarantino, from the Bull Run in Pamplona, the Carnival in Rio, and I stargazed in the Sinai, down Dakota with the Sioux, but it's all the same to you. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo after everything I've done. I've had so much fun, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo, I guess. You can't please everyone. You were there when I danced on Table Mountain. I was captured in the jungle, pardoned by the king. I batted balls to be on board in a match for hopeless cases. I've had many different faces. I've been places that you have never seen. I've done things of which you could only dream. Still you tell me that I'm boring all the same, and I don't even know your name. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo after everything I've done. I've had so much fun, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo, I guess. Can't please everyone, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo after everything I've done. I've had so much fun, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo, I guess. You can't please everyone. Swam with crocodiles and dolphins and Kate Moss, like Kane Toast with little Stevie and the boss. But it seems that no matter what I do, it's all the same to you. When I think of all these things that I have done, you just say you were 2 weeks in the sun. All I hear is you strolling down your path of boring misery. Well, I tell you, that's not the life for me. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo after everything I've done. I've had so much fun, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo, I guess. Can't please everyone, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo after everything I've done. I've had so much fun, yeah. Still you think I'm just a boring bambo, I guess. Can't please everyone, yeah. Can't please everyone, yeah. Can't please everyone, yeah. Can't please everyone, yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, look at the crowd goes wild. The crowd goes mild. Kind of feel like Britney Spears with this thing on. Hit me, baby, one more. What? All right, I'm going to play one more song. Thanks again, Jamie, for having me. Appreciate it, brother. I'm looking forward to hearing the other guys, so I'm going to stick around, have beer, and just enjoy. But this song, I released it 2 weeks ago, I think. It's another song about my mama. This is a wee bit more positive, I guess. But aye, you can get it on iTunes and Spotify and YouTube, and if you play it from now until Christmas non-stop, I might be able to buy a mince pie, something like that. Anyway, thank you very much again. tell you I'm fine. You don't have to worry, I'm gonna be alright. I know sometimes I brought you strife. I don't wanna carry that all through my life. You don't have to worry, I'm gonna be alright. Now don't you worry, I'm gonna be alright. I know you worried when you saw me cry. It wasn't fair to watch my father die. But now I'm saying everything's gonna be alright. Hello, mama. It's been a while, and there's nothing I wouldn't do just to see you smile. You don't have to worry, I'm gonna be alright. Now don't you worry, I'm gonna be alright. Now don't you worry, I'm gonna be alright. Thank you very, very much, you beautiful people. I hope that was alright. Jamie, thanks again, buddy. And I can't wait to hear the rest of the folks.
Thank you so much, John Condren. Thank you so much, John, all the way from Kilmacombe there performing for us. I hope you all enjoyed John Condren very much, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you so much to John for joining us today. Thank you, John. Absolute pleasure to hear you. And yes, I hope you're all having a great weekend, folks, wherever you are in the world, if you're in the US or if you're in Scotland or Canada or anywhere that you might be. I hope you're doing well. We have got some fantastic musicians lined up for us this evening, and it's great. It's been a fantastic experience over the past couple of months, having our Sounds from Scotland live music, and I've had such a great time myself, I really have. Later on in the show, we're going to have Meredith McCrindle and Starsky Cartmel, who are fantastic musicians, and I really am so pleased that they're going to be joining us. It looks like I'm going to be doing a couple of songs for us just now before Anna joins us. We've got Anna McDonald joining us later on, but it looks like I'm going to be doing a couple of songs myself. So this song is called You Mean Something to Me. Where you wanna go in this day we share? When you wanna touch my heart, show you I care. All along the road I walk, looking on, find some hope in our shaded dawn. You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. All day long, with a hope grows strong, will I meet you there? Will I meet you there? You mean something to me. You mean more more than I see. On the road that we walk in life, where wanna go in this day we share. When you wanna touch my heart, show you I care. All on the road I walk, looking on. Find some hope in our shaded dawn. Find some hope in our shaded dawn. You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. You mean something to me, something to me. You mean more than I see. Something to me, something to me, something to me, something to me. You mean something to me. That is a song from my debut album called High Hopes a few years ago. And now we're going to move over to Anna McDonald, who is just joining us live from London, I believe. From Scotland to London. Here we go. It's all very exciting. Good afternoon. How are you doing, Anna? Lovely to see you, Anna McDonald. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm feeling good. Thank you so much. It's great to see you. It really is brilliant to see you. And I'm so pleased. I'm thrilled that you're with us today. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Anna McDonald. I'll pass you on just now and I will speak to you later.
Do you want me just to sing? Such a pro, such a pro. Thankfully, I'd already tuned my guitar. So this is a wee song from Jamie's part of the world. A man that Jamie's very familiar with, a man called Robert Burns. And this is my version of it. And I first sang this version in Iraq. So it's a well-travelled version. And I quite often say that this man, Robert Burns, has got me into more trouble than anyone else in the whole world. That's a relatively high bar. My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like the melody so sweetly played in tune. It's fairer than my bonny lass, and so deep in love am I. Oh, I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas can dry. Till all the seas can dry. Till all the seas can dry, my dear. Till the rocks melt with a song. Oh, I love thee, still, my dear, as the sands of life they run. And fare thee well, my bonny lass, fare thee well for just a while. And I'll come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. For my love, she's like the red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love, she's like the melody so sweetly played in tune. Fare thee well, my only love, fare thee well for just a while, and I'll come again, my dear, though it were 10,000 miles, though it were 10,000 miles. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose. Thank you. So will I do another song? Or is Jamie going to do some talking? No, I'm going to do another song. Okay. So I'm going to sing you a wee song about Dundee. I hope it's okay to talk a little bit because that's part of my stick. I like to have a wee chat. I studied at Dundee, so I spent a lot of time there, and I'm actually from the west coast of Scotland, but I studied on the east coast, which I don't think that's quite the same as it is in America, but it is still different. And I was singing this song at a folk session one night, and the lady next to me said, I'm going to put this politely, she said, "Oh, you stole my song." And I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry," because, you know, people are very attached to the songs that they sing at sessions. But it turned out the lady I was sitting next to was a lady called Sheena Wellington, and I had indeed actually stolen her song. She was very nice about it. But this is a song that she wrote about the women of Dundee after the Second World War, when there was no jobs, the women were all out to work, and the mills it was a hard job. But I think this song captures both the fact that it was hard, but also that there was a real camaraderie with these women. Oh, the men, they were no lazy, but the work was hard to find. They had the parish and the mean test for to face. Well, the lassie's hands are nimble and the lassie's wages small, so the women o' Dundee worked in their place. Aye, the wailing o' the bomber and the clacking o' the loom brought the women o' Dundee to their beds. And they walked in mills and factories and they wrought for 75, and the women kept the babes of Dundee fed. Now my mother and my granny and my aunties ain't and all went tail in the day they left the school. They didn't work for freedom, independence or the rest, they just worked to bring some kitchen to their kale. Oh, the wailing o' the bomber and the clacking o' the loom brought the women o' Dundee to their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they wrought for 75, and the women kept the babes of Dundee fed. You may boast your noble lineage and sing o' your Hieland clan, hail some gallant chief who shares your name. But my line's as good as any, and I'm very proud to say it was fair Dundee weaver that I came. Aye, the wailing o' the bomber and the clacking clacking o' the loom brought the women o' Dundee who tore their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they wrought with 75, and the women kept the bairns who Dundee fed. Aye, the wailing o' the bomber and the clacking o' the loom brought the women o' Dundee who tore their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they wrought with 75, and the women kept the bairns who Dundee fed. The wailing o' the bomber and the clacking o' the loom brought the women o' Dundee who tore their beds. And they walked to mills and factories and they wrought with 75, and the women kept the bairns who Dundee fed. Yo! Thank you. Thank you. Now, will I just continue? Or is it time for someone else to do a wee song? No. Oh. Well, I definitely love the folk tradition of the session. So the reason songs like The Women of Dundee are so much fun is people can get involved. So the next song I'm going to sing is going to take me back to the city that I am from. This is a wee song that I wrote about Glasgow. And this isn't something they tell you until you leave, because I'm in London just now. But don't tell anyone. And one of the things that they don't tell you, but Jamie, you should know this, is that if you leave, to get back in, you have to write a song about how great Scotland is. So this is my song about how great Scotland is. And it's got a sing-along chorus. So if you are sitting at home and you're missing Scotland, this is a nice wee song. It's called Glasgow Tune. Back to where the Clyde runs through her city, home to the bridges and the cranes, back to where my heart can run steady. That's home to my city, Glasgow Town. A flawed hero, if ever one was written. Aye, Glasgow's villains have played their part. But in a world where precious few are perfect, belonging to Glasgow never hurt. Take me back to where the Clyde runs through her city. Take me home to the bridges and the cranes, back to where my heart can run steady. That's home to my city, Glasgow Town. Now round this world, say, by the rivers, you may find a place with a Glasgow feel. But remember, without whiskey, Buckfast, iron brew, they're fooling no one, you come home soon. Come back to where the Clyde runs through her city. Come home to the bridges and the cranes, back to where my heart can run steady. That's home to my city, Glasgow Town. So take a boat down this here river, meet the ocean, carry on. Travel this world at your leisure, but bring yourself back to Glasgow when you're done. Come back to where the Clyde runs through her city. Come home to the bridges and the cranes, back to where my heart can run steady. That's home to my city, Glasgow town. She's a rare wee city, Glasgow town. She's pure, dead, brilliant, Glasgow town. Home to my city, Glasgow town. Thank you. And I'll just keep going until Jamie cuts me off. That's what I'm going to do. Again, that is a problem with folk gigs, is you talk so much that actually you sing 3 songs and then you've been there 12 hours. Although sometimes one of those songs is a Gaelic ballad with 12 verses, so that takes up about 7 hours. That song about Glasgow is like one of many about Glasgow, and I'm going to sing you another one, another sing-along one, because I think that's a big part of this tradition for me, is making people sing along and locking the doors and not letting them leave until they do. Just kidding. Although that is an advantage of a Zoom call. You can leave. This song is it's kind of Glasgow music hall tradition. I learned it at my mammy's knee. I learned it at a family ceilidh, and basically stolen it from my dad. You're not really, that's Sheena Wellington song and my dad's song. It's something it seems I make a bit of a habit of, but only the good songs. So this one's called The River Clyde, and if you know it, join in. I sing of a river I'm happy beside. The song that I sing is the song of the Clyde. Of all Scottish rivers, it's dearest to me. It flows from Lead Hills all the way to the sea. It borders the orchards of Lanark so fair, meanders through meadows with sheep grazing there. From Glasgow to Greenock, with towns on both sides, the hammers ding dong is the song of the Clyde. The river Clyde, the wonderful Clyde. The name of it thrills me and fills me with pride, and I'm satisfied whate'er may betide. The sweetest of songs is the song of the Clyde. There's Mon Paw on the Broom and Logwind in the water for the fair. There's Bob and Mary on the Govan ferry wishing jet propulsion could be theirs. There's steamers cruising and there's laddies snoozing and there's buddies fishing for the pier. And passers by the very near expiring as they rose above from there to here. With eyes aflash and a spot of flashing to be walking daily on the prom. And me and Ellen on the 7th heaven as we stroll on with Dick and Tom. From the Barton Rock every Jean and Jock sails a welcome that is far and wide. Seems to know that we're on the homeward way and sing the song of the Clyde. Oh, the river Clyde, the wonderful Clyde. The name of it thrills me and fills me with pride, and I'm satisfied whate'er may betide. The sweetest of songs is the song of the Clyde. When dawn sets in Dockland, there's beauty to see. The cry of the seabird is music to me. The blast of a horn echoes loudly, and then quiet descends on the water again. It's here that the seagoing liners are born, but unlike the salmon, they seldom come home. Can you wonder that Scots o'er the ocean so wide should constantly long for the song of the Clyde? The river Clyde, the wonderful Clyde. The name of it thrills me and fills me with pride, and I'm satisfied whate'er may betide. The sweetest of songs is the song of the Clyde. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is really lovely. I can't see the Facebook Live feed, but if anyone does have any requests, then I am open to trying to accommodate them if it's a song that I know. I'm going to sing you a wee song. Again, this is terrible, but this is another one that I sort of borrowed from a friend. She lives on an island called Colonsay, which is it's pretty much out. There's only 100 people live on Colonsay, so, you know, it's unlikely she'll ever find out. This is a song that, like I say, I learned it from a very good friend of mine, but she learned it from listening to Joan Baez, and Joan Baez learned this from Betty Elders. So it's a song that's crossed the ocean. See the red tail as she's perched upon the fence post. Highway 40, roll on by. If I could reach across the distance for a moment, I'd steal the sorrow from your eyes. But it's February and the weather's clear for driving. God, I've missed your Tennessee. The morning sun just stole the shadow from the mountain, and those years away from me. 'Cause yes, I've changed, and knew that I was able. You still look the same to me. And your eyes, they're just as blue across this table as our sky in Tennessee. Well, this old house, it's ne'er as big as I remember, nor the fields so burnt, so brown. The morning river's running deeper than December, as those winter snows lay down. You love your house and this long bed sent from Kenya, telling the story of the woman you met there. She's a dark-haired beauty. My hair's only getting thinner, and these threads a little bare. And yes, I've changed, and knew that I was able. You still look the same to me. And your eyes, they're just as blue across this table as our sky in Tennessee. And in the silence, hear those years we dare not speak of. Let that arrow pass on through, and I'll be gone before my heart has met resistance, just like you hoped I would. See the red tail turn her wing towards the mountain. God, there's sunlight in your smile. If I could reach across the distance for a moment, I'd steal your memory from her eyes. 'Cause yes, I've changed, I knew that I was able. You still look the same to me. And your eyes, they're just as blue across this table as our sky in Tennessee. Damn, your eyes, they're just as blue across this people. There's a sky in Tennessee. Thank you. Wow. So, great. So, I'm going to sing you a song that was one of my very first session songs. And when I was thinking about what to sing for this evening, I came across it again, and it'd been a while. But again, it falls under the tradition of songs that people can join in on, songs that people can learn easily and quickly. And that's certainly something that I am missing just now. I'm missing singing with other people, and I'm missing people joining in and me learning new songs that way. So I thought I would bring one of my session favourites along tonight to share with people, and hopefully so that you can join in and sing as well. If you, like me, are missing the companionship of other musicians and other music making. Oh, Daisy on high hills, high all covered with snow, should have parted money's the thrill of, and the sun part as twa. Bus, bonny lassie, I'll come awa with me, and I'll take ye to Glenhyla. By bonny Glenshee. Oh, Daisy yon shepherds, as they walk along, with their platies on their shoulders, and their sheep they walk on. Bus, bonny lassie, I'll come awa with me, and I'll take ye to Glenhyla by bonny Glenshee. Oh, do you see yon soldiers as they march along, with their muskets on their shoulders and their broadswords hanging dim? Bus, bonny lassie, I'll come awa with me, and I'll take ye to Glenhyla by bonny Glenshee. Oh, do you see yon high hills, all covered with snow? Should have parted money's the thrill of, and the sun part as twa. Bus, bonny lassie, I'll come awa with me, and I'll take ye to Glenhyla by bonny Glenshee. Thank you. So that's a wee song called Bonny Glenshee, and if any song is crying out for harmonies, that one is. So if we ever meet in person, then we should do that as a session sing along, and we should have lots of harmonies and make it amazing. So I think I'm into my last 5 minutes, couple of minutes, one song. And I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote for a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who told me they were going off travelling, something that is now hard to believe. And I wasn't sure how long they'd be away for. And I knew that I would miss them. So I wrote this song for them. It's called Naji's Song. You say, come raise with me a glass to my safe departure, and I, hold your eye, cry haste ye back this way. It's for none but my own reasons, for I'll feel the parting sorely. And when you go, please take these words from me, for I have nothing else to offer once a kind, nothing that would then serve to underline that you'll leave my world a little bit less bright. Take good care and haste ye back this time. You say, come raise with me a glass to my safe departure, and I hold your eye. Cry, haste ye back this way. It's for none but my own reasons, for I'll feel the parting sorely. And when you go, please take these words from me, for I have nothing else to offer one so bold, who sees the world as a challenge to the soul. No advice, no wisdom to bestow. Just take good care and haste ye back this way. You say, come raise with me a glass to my safe departure, and I hold your eye. Cry, haste ye back this way. It's for none but my own reasons, for I'll feel the parting sorely. And when you go, please take these words from me, for I have nothing else to offer such a friend. Nothing I could wrap, nothing I would send. My best wishes, the good fortune you deserve. Take good care and haste ye back this way. You say, come raise with me a glass to my safe departure, and I hold your eye. Cry, haste ye back this way. It's for none but my own reasons, for I'll feel the parting sorely. And when you go, please take these words from me. And when you're gone, think haste ye back this way. Thank you. This has been such fun. Thank you, Jamie, for having me.
Thank you so much, Anna. It's absolutely such a pleasure to have you on Sounds from Scotland. To hear you perform, you are incredible. You're incredible, and I'm so grateful to you for sharing your time and your talent with us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jamie. And I hope to be speaking to you soon.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Anna McDonald, thank you so much. That was special. Absolutely special. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks, Anna. See you again soon.
See you soon, Jamie.
Thank you.
Can't wait to hear Meredith. I'm really excited.
Oh, lovely. It's going to be great. Thank you. Bye for now, Anna. Anna McDonald, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, wasn't that brilliant? Absolutely brilliant. It's such a privilege to hear Anna McDonald there. She's incredible. You can get Anna McDonald's music online. We will share the link in the Facebook feed. And next up, we are joined by a very special talent. I'm so thrilled that we have Meredith McCrindle joining us today. I'm so thrilled. I'm just going to go live to Meredith just now. Good afternoon, Meredith. How are we?
Hi, Jamie. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. And I hope you've been having a good weekend.
It's been very busy, I'm glad to say. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
Absolutely. And we're here, we're live on the American Scottish Foundation page. And there's a great tie in there because you are from the US and you live in Scotland.
Ooh, yeah, so I'm from Texas originally, just outside of Houston, a small town called Sugarland. And I moved to Scotland 11 years ago to study at St Andrews. And that's where I met my husband, Simon, who is Scottish. And we moved to the West Coast and now live in a town called Ayr, which is south of Glasgow, about 45 minutes.
Yeah, and you do so much. You do so much for the town of Ayr and the culture there and events. And you are such a dynamic person, great
Thanks.
energy. And yes, you do wonderful work. And I'm so thrilled that we have you on today. So thrilled.
Oh, thank you, Jamie. No, it's a pleasure to be here. We were working on the festival, which is coming up, and that's the Tam O'Shanter Festival, which happens in October, and this is our 6th year. Of course, we've had to go completely online, very similar to this. So it's great to keep going and to really celebrate the Scottish heritage and Scottish culture, and there's so much to it, and it's really vibrant, and I love living here. So yeah,
Absolutely. And that festival that you deliver, it's called Tam Fest, isn't it? It's Tam Fest.
Yeah. So TamFest happens at the end of October every year, and in under normal circumstances, it kind of we take over the high street and it fills up with people. And we have markets and music, and it's just such a good vibe. And we have a really great parade at the end to kind of wrap it all up. And it's great. It's a great way to celebrate the story of Tam O'Shanter, which I know a lot of probably your viewers are very familiar with, and that story happened in Ayr. So it's nice to have something really unique to celebrate here. And we're actually tomorrow we're doing the Tam O'Shanter Trail. There's a trail you can walk. You probably know this, Jamie. Walk from the Ayr, the Tam pub, all the way out to the Old Kirk in Alloway, and we're filming it with Jane McCary tomorrow. So watch us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll do a couple of things on there. So we did the walkthrough today. It's going to be great.
So good, so good. And that's a pub that Robert Burns himself is thought to have drank in, which is incredible.
Yeah,
incredible.
It's an amazing place. Thatch roof, just so much atmosphere to it. But yeah, it's amazing place to come and visit. So
you do wonderful work. Just for our viewers.
Thanks. You too, Jamie. You too.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's the website address for TamFest, please, Meredith?
It's tamfest.co.uk, but we're very, very active on Facebook, and we have Instagram. Those are kind of our main two, and we're even launching activities. We've been doing activities, so if you want to be involved in TamFest, check out our website, tamfest.co.uk, or go to our Facebook page, and we even have a YouTube channel now because of the virtual aspect. TamFest will take place on the 25th of October, and we'll do a live stream from the Gaiety in Ayr, but we also have loads of events happening throughout October as well.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. We will be sure to share the link and look forward to exploring TamFest with you very soon on the American Scottish Foundation. So without much more ado, I'm going to mute myself. I'm so pleased you're here with us, and thank you so much, Meredith. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, pleasure. Jamie, you're just awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Meredith.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. Thank you guys so much for having me. I am going to play a selection of kind of traditional Scottish music on a concert harp, which I think is sacrilege to some people, and I'm so sorry if I offend anybody. But there are songs that I know and love from my time living here. I've learned quite a bit, but some obviously I grew up with as well. And then I'm also going to play some original pieces. My debut album came out in 2018, and it's dedicated to Dumfries House, which is here in Ayrshire, and it was saved for the nation by the Prince's Foundation. And that was Prince Charles who came along and helped rescue it and its contents, which is really, really valuable. So I was really inspired by that. I'm their main harpist at the house, and I love the history. And so I created an album that basically it's a musical tour of the house. So I'm going to start with the first track on that album, which is called When Walls Speak. And you can purchase the tracks from my website, which is meredithmccrindle.com. So the first one is Order of the Thistle and the Roth Sea. I hope you enjoyed that. That was The Order of the Thistle, followed by The Roth Sea. So those particular pieces were two pieces written for specific rooms in Dumfries House. And if you haven't been to Dumfries House, I highly, highly recommend it. It's just one of the most beautiful places. We have loads of beautiful places. That's one of the things that I love about living here in Scotland. From the Ayr beach, you can actually see three castles. On a really clear day, you can see across to Arran, you can see Broddock Castle. You look up into the Carrick Hills, you can see the Newark Castle, and then of course Greening Castle, which overlooks the bay. And every time I walk out on the beach or take my kids out, I always think, I'm so lucky to live here. It really is. It's a really magical place. And the next tune I'm going to play is probably one of my favorite Scottish tunes. And if I ever sit down and somebody says, play me something, I inevitably will play this one. And this one is called Merrily Danced the Quaker's Wife. That was such a happy tune. I mean, you can't help but smile when you're playing it. I absolutely love that one. I wanted to throw in a favorite that I often get requests for, and I think the reason, one, is that it's a really well-known Scottish tune, but another reason it's so popular is because it is the main theme to the Outlander series, which is, of course, Skyboat Song. And it is so beautiful and quite haunting. So I can understand why it's kind of had this recent resurgence, which is nice. And fun fact, I am in, let's see, episode 3, season 5 of Outlander. I was an extra for like a week and choreographer for stand-in choreographer as well for a couple episodes, which was really fun. So if you haven't seen the series, definitely watch it. But you'll recognize this. Brilliant tune. Can't beat a classic. We can't beat a classic. So to kind of carry on, I'm going to play you guys another one from my album, which I really enjoyed writing. And there's loads of music here from it. So there's 12 tracks, and one of them is number Actually, I don't remember what number it is. What number is it? Oh, number 9. It's called The Negotiation, and it's depicting a feud between two lords. One, of course, was the Earl of Dumfries at the time, and their neighbour, which was Lord Boswell. So this was the family feud and the negotiation. Sort of a heated argument is what I always think of. But yeah, that was The Negotiation from my debut album, When Walls Speak. And again, you can buy that track from my website, which is meredithmcquindle.com. So again, just kind of keeping on a really nice Celtic thing. Obviously, being a harpist, especially having concert harps, and I have various lever harps and things, and I use them all. They all have different purposes, and this is kind of the one that I use for weddings, or that one. And then we have teaching harps, and there's all sorts of different kinds. But I really enjoyed learning so much more of the Celtic music since living here, and living and studying and working. But my repertoire is enormous, because I think especially when you're going to the wedding route, you end up playing everything. So it's really nice to come on and play a bit more traditional music, which is not something that I generally get to do. So I'm going to play my next tune, which is Moving Cloud. And this is one that I've actually learned over the COVID period. I set myself a task of learning some new pieces. Oh, this is my watch is glowing. I'm trying to keep on track here, Jamie, so you just come on and tell me off if I'm going over. So, Moving Cloud. I got excited there. I'll start again. I have to end that one. I couldn't get my page turns. So that is Moving Cloud, work in progress for COVID-19. I often, when I'm on the job, so my day job before COVID hit was, I was resident harpist at Turnberry, which is just down the coast, at Seymour Hydro, which is up the coast, and then I had Dumfries House, which is inland, so kind of a north, south, and east. I can't go west because then I hit the ocean. So those are kind of my locations, but typically on an event or an afternoon tea, I would take special requests, and I'm not going to do that this evening because I know we don't have enough time, but I love learning new music, so I feel like I'm doing that constantly, and it just builds you as a musician, and it builds your repertoire. There's not a whole lot of music written for harp until I guess about 50 years ago, really, especially in the traditional realm. So you get wonderful Kim Robertson, love her. Some wonderful music out there. So it's been great. So I'm just kind of checking. I think I have one more tune, Jamie. Do I have one more tune to play, or are we finishing? I don't know. Don't see Jamie. I'm gonna play one more, and then he can come on and tell me off if I need it. So the last tune that I'm going to play for you guys is one that Anne did on her last set, and she sang it beautifully, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I've been watching the whole time and watching everybody's set. It's just, I just miss live music, and just saying what Anna said, I really miss performing with people. And so hopefully when this whole lockdown lifts, then we can have a big sing song and a big play. So the song that, or the last piece that I was going to play tonight is My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose. And living in the heart of Burns country, I thought it would be really relevant and beautiful. So thank you guys so much for joining. Jamie, you're awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy this. So that was My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose, of course, by the very famous Robert Burns. So I hope you enjoyed it. And so, yeah. So, Jamie, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Meredith. Thank you so much. An absolute pleasure, Meredith McCrindle. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing your talent with us. And it has been incredibly great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure, Jamie. You're awesome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I absolutely loved it. And we've had lots of people asking where they can hear your music. So we've been obviously very keen to share the link. And you are such a fantastic ambassador for music, and you're doing great things in Scotland. And we're just so grateful to you for what you're doing, and looking forward to hearing more about Tamfest as we go forward, because it really is such an important cultural event in Scotland. But you're just such an all-round talent, and thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much.
Pleasure, Jamie. Thank you so much. I hope to speak to you soon.
Thank you so much. Take care. Thanks very much, lady.
Right.
Thank you. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. In just a few moments, everyone, we're going to have Starsky. Hope you're all doing well, having a great weekend, and thank you so much for joining us here this weekend for Sounds from Scotland. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
How you doing, bud?
Very well. Thank you so much for joining us, Starsky. Where in the world are you, sir? Where are you?
Just up the road from Meredith, just outside here. So you know it well, Jamie. You know it well.
I do indeed.
So
I do
indeed. Wee place called Coylton, which is just a few miles outside here.
Absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for joining us. I really am so glad, and you've got so many brilliant songs and stories, and it's wonderful to have you on. So.
You're a dude. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thanks so much. See you in a bit. Thank you.
Well do. Hello, folks. How you doing? My name's Starsky. Welcome to Scotland, America. I saw somebody from Costa Rica messaging earlier on, so that was pretty cool. Let's see how far we can go with this. First song's a Scottish song by a guy called Hamish Imlach. It's a song called Black is the Colour. Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Lips are like some roses fair. She had the sweetest smile, the gentlest hands. I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes. I love her today, it soon will come when she and I can be as one. I go to the Clyde in morning weed, and it's satisfied, and there can be. I write her a letter, a few short lines, and suffer a death now 1,000 times. Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She had the sweetest smile, the gentlest hands. I loved the ground, the run she stands. I love the ground, the run she stands. I love the ground, the run she stands. you're having fun over there, wherever you are listening from. I do love traveling to the States, folks. I've been lucky to play in likes of LA, in fact, Hollywood, San Diego. So love playing over there. It's just a great vibe. And we're actually in New York in January, watching the Bucks versus the Nets. That was fab too. So hoping that someday we can get back across. Hey, you guys come this way as well. I'll play a few songs. But anyway, this is a song from my first album. It's called The Songwriter. And guess what it's about? It's about a songwriter going traveling. But anyway, enjoy. About a man, he was traveling on a train, been flying out to America, never coming home again. He's out playing songs in every small town, from Georgia up to Maine, and I'll drive down the west coast of America, no places I can see. Take me away so I can fly. Oh, take me away so I can. Oh, I can fly. With a little taste of whiskey, this guitar in my hand, I'll play Jeff Buckley's version of Hallelujah. Maybe you won't understand. Maybe I'll play different tunes all night, even get to play that soul song. By the time we were good together, maybe by the time we went wrong, take so I can fly. Oh, take me away so I can. Oh, I can fly. I'm standing at the station, looks like I missed that train. I know there'll be another one soon, so it's traveling right well, yes I will, oh I will, I will make it take me away, so I can fly. Oh, take me away, so I can, oh I can fly. So that's from my first album, Everyone Has a Story. I've got a website called starskymusic.com. It needs updated, I know, but have a little look anyway and see what you think. So I'd like to now do a song by a guy called Eric Bogle, and it's a cracker. It's called Green Fields of France, and it's one of my favourite kind of Scottish songs to sing along. Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside? Rest for a while, need a warm summer sun. I've been walking all day, and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone, you were only 19 when you joined the Great Falling in 1916. Hope you died well, hope you died clean. Young Willie McBride was so wound up scene. The day he beat the drum slowly, he played a pipe low. Did he sound the death march as it lowered you down? Did the band play the last pause and chorus? The pipes play the flowers of the forest. far behind. Some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. Do you die back to 1916? Some faithful heart are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, enclosed and forever behind a glass frame? Your old photograph, torn, tattered and frayed, and faded to yellow and brown leather frame. They beat the drum slowly, they played the pipe slowly, did they sounded that march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last chorus and chorus? The waves play the flowers of the forest. The sun shines bright on the green fields of France. Warm summer breeze makes the red poppies dance. See how the sun falls from under the clouds. No gas, no barbed wire, no guns fired now. Here in this graveyard, it's still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute when it's time. No man's blind indifference to his fellow man. Whole generation were pushing them down. Did they beat the drum slowly? They play the pipe slowly. Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last chorus and chorus? The waves play the flowers of the forest. Young Willie with bright eye can't help wonder why those that lie here, I ask, why do they die? Do you really believe when they answer the call? Do you really believe that this war would end wars? The glory, the suffering, the sorrow, the pain, the killing, the dying was all done in vain. And Willie McBride had come weapons again, and again and again and again and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? They played the pipe slowly. Did they sound the dead march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last chorus and chorus? The waves play the flowers of the forest. The waves play the flowers of the forest. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of my favourite songs to play, actually, to be fair. It's by Eric Baldwin. I'd like to play another song from my first album, and I hope the Starsky Army are out there listening this evening. They like this one. On the next album, it's got an oboe in it, so I like oboes. But yeah, thank you very much, Jamie, for setting this up. It's just such good fun, and I think we all, as musicians and songwriters, miss it. You miss the interaction, you miss the live crowds, and it's something that hopefully we can get back to as soon as possible. There's so many brilliant places over here to play, folks, so get yourselves across. Hopefully we'll get across there soon. This is called Won't Be Back Again. Heaven, Lord, now it's upon my back. Take my time now, so I won't be coming back. The pain is gone now, never to return. There is no tomorrow, so I won't be back again. Search your soul now, see what you can find. Heavy heart now, beating out of time. The sun is gone now, it's faded from my view. is no tomorrow, so won't be back again. Foolish words now, we'll write these songs. Foolish words now could end this song. We must leave now, never to return. There is no tomorrow, so won't be back again. Now some people have been there, and some people they say wouldn't care. All they got in this one year, I'm gonna run, so won't be back again. Heavy Lord now, it's off my back. I'll take my time now, 'cause I'm not coming back. The pain is gone now, never to return. There is no tomorrow, so won't be back again. There is no tomorrow, so won't be back again. Thank you very much. That was called Won't Be Back Again. And here's another one. Hope you're okay out there, folks. And tapping away, or even if you don't know the song, it's called fun anyway. It was the summer, crying blue, alcohol kisses, bittersweet memories. Our Pacific beach with no star to reach. That was you and me together, baby. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go again. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go again. No, 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 not this time. Ooh, candlelights, moonlight nights, see every cloud's of silver lines. But it never lasts, you know, never lasts. That was you and me together, baby. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go again. No, 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 no. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go again. No, 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 not this time. Come flashing by in blinking eyes, feeling out those memories. You come back to me like a ghost, but more than most you haunt me. Baby, you haunt me. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go now. Don't let me go again. Don't let me go now. Let me go now. Don't let me go again. No, 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 not this time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Having great fun. I hope you're all sending out okay out there. So, I'd like to do this song. I never put this on my. I'm working working on a second album. Takes years, 10, 11 between it, isn't it? And this is a song that's had so many different play options and ways I've played it, but this is the current version. It's a very old song. So. It's called Time. Awaken, Monday blues. Tired of wearing the same old shoes. One road I've got to see. No one seems to know but me in time. And time's come to pass, and I felt that it came too fast. One road I'm out of line, close ahead and far behind in time. In time. Time's wore me out. Time, where you are. I'm taking off my winter clothes just to see if anybody knows me. I've got to go and be free. Just one more weary day makes you wanna get away now. There's dirty bombs and there's dirty shells. Too many wars fought in so many hells now, and time has worn me out. And time I'm taking off my winter clothes just to see if anybody knows me. I've got to go and be free. Would you correct me for all the things I said were wrong? Please don't desert me. There's still much more to learn and learn and learn. Time, time. It's a song called Time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed. I think I've probably got one more. I'm not quite sure, but there's only one we can really finish with, isn't there? Really, especially if we like our Scottish songs, it's going to have to be Wee Caledonia. But can I just say that all the musicians before, brilliant, sounded absolutely fantastic, and I hope we can do this again. Stay safe out there in this mad world, folks. But this is a great song for you all to sing together. And this is Caledonia. Join in when you feel confident. I don't know if you can see the changes that have came over me in these last few weeks. I've been afraid that I might drift away. Telling old stories, singing songs, make me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Here we go. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, Now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. I've moved and I've kept on moving. I've proved a point that I need to prove. Lost the friends I need to lose. Found others on the way. Kissed the girls and left them crying. Stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. Traveled hard, sometimes conscience flying. Somewhere in the wind. Yo. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Sitting here before the fire, an empty room at the forest quiet. Flames have cooled, they don't get any higher. Laying with her now and gone. Steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. Hands are shaking and kisses flow. I will disappear. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me. Now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know that would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Thanks very much. All the best, folks. My name is Starsky. Take care of yourselves. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Thank you much. Take care. That's if Jamie's still there, of course. You there, Jamie? He's maybe not there. He is. There we go.
I am indeed. How are you doing?
Brilliant, mate.
Thank you so much, Starsky. That was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, bud.
You.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for setting it all up. Really good.
Such a pleasure for you to join us, and I really did have a fantastic time. I had a fantastic time. It's such a privilege to hear live music from Scotland. It really is, and I'm sure our audience have really appreciated it as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Well done again, Jimmy. And hopefully we'll do it again soon. All right.
Thank you. We had someone asking about the sports tops behind you.
Oh yeah. Well, Milwaukee Bucks. We've got the Portland Trailblazers. I've got the Brooklyn Nets there. My young son is an NBA, so we went to our very first NBA game in New York in January, and it was incredible. So
I bet it was. So. How did that compare with? Are you an Ayr United fan by any chance, living in Ayrshire, or are you a Kilmarnock man, or none of the sorts?
No. So I'm not going to say now because West of Scotland, you know what it's like. Oh no, I've got a love for Ayr because I've got a lot of friends who are big United fans. So obviously follow them. I do follow a bigger team, but I won't mention that live. You know what it's like, West of Scotland. But,
absolutely.
No, just loved the NBA games. It was fantastic, really phenomenal. thoroughly enjoyed it. As I say, you know, it's like, you know, you're over there now, you just love traveling and going to these different places to play, even just a small little bar. And the amount of musicians and talented musicians, you know, over here and over there is incredible. So, yeah, let's hope we can get back to it as soon as possible.
Absolutely, and you do regular live streams, don't you, from your own music page?
From the Facebook, yeah. I think it's from my own. I've got a music page which is just Starsky, and then Starsky Catmull's I haven't changed over yet to the music page, which I should really do. But very welcome for folk to follow me on the old Facebook or look up the YouTube, the YouTube page, Starsky Music, or starskymusic.com, the website. So it'd be really cool.
Absolutely. We're joined by John Condren as well just now. How are you doing, John?
How's it going, boys? That was amazing, Starsky. Amazing.
Thanks, man. You're bringing it yourself, mate. Really enjoyed it. It's such good fun. As I said, it's great we've set this up and, you know, get loads of different musicians and hopefully get ones from America playing in the same evening. And it would be just good to connect together, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Because we know how much we're missing it, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's all about. And I'm very grateful for you joining us this afternoon. And we've had lots of great comments and feedback on the American Scottish Foundation page. Lots of people really enjoying your performances today. So thank you so much, gents. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thanks. Take care, folks.
Thanks. Cheers, Jamie.
Cheers, John.
So much, John Condren. Thanks so much, Starsky. Take care. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So we've come to the end of Sounds from Scotland for this edition, and I hope you've all enjoyed yourself very much. It's been a pleasure. My name is Jamie McGeechan. We will have the next edition of Sounds from Scotland on Sunday, the 18th of October. It's always the third Sunday of the month from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to keep up to date with things that are happening at the American Scottish Foundation, we've got our website, americanscottishfoundation.org. And we also have our podcast coming out tomorrow, which we bring out every 2 weeks. And you can find that on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts and Anchor. We'll share a link for that on our Facebook page later on. But it really has been wonderful. And I'm very grateful for you sharing your time with us. And certainly it's been wonderful. Thanks to Meredith McCrindle, Anna MacDonald, John Condren and Starsky. Until next time, take care, folks. All the very best.